So I'm going to go over the skills that we have covered with our little cutie here. So what we're looking for on this one is that our little puppers comes on over to our mat and gives us a nice relaxed body posture. And what this is going to do is allow our cutie here to work through big emotions. So if she's got something that really gets her overly anxious or excited, she's going to be able to work through it and be in such a relaxed state that it's going to be perceived as not that big of a deal and something that she can handle. So this is perfect. You'll notice her little hips are cocked out to the side there, and then she's resting her little chin down, which is the epitome of I'm super, super relaxed. I've had folks use this for plane rides, for dog-friendly hotels, and initially we were using it for fearful dogs and aggressive dogs, and then realized that every dog should have this tool in their toolbox, basically emotional intelligence in a nutshell. So we remain silent. The mat is the cue or the trigger that allows Maggie to know that this is what we're doing. Then she knows that she's doing the right thing every time that I give her a treat here. She knows that she is doing the right thing, and the right thing is in a down here with her little chin rested down and her little hips cocked out to the side is the epitome of relaxation. So ideally she does this, and this is perfect. If she's just in a down, but it's a really stressful situation, I would certainly give her treats for that. Let her know she's working through it. Okay, sweetie. So next, we're going to go over our clickerable exercises. And so the clicker simply pinpoints the moment that Maggie has done what we're looking for. And it's just a quicker way for our pups to learn. So I'm going to say, Maggie, I just want some good eye contact. And I drag my hand up towards my face and I say, Maggie. And I don't drag my hand up towards my face. She's still got to make that good eye contact. Then I take a treat, toss it on the ground over here. Maggie. She's got to focus back in on me, even though it's that delicious treat over there. Then I like to use that name with some, parlay that into some recall. Maggie, come. Good girl. Maggie. Sit. Good girl. Maggie, down. So you'll notice that I wait her out on that one. So I asked her to give me a down. She didn't. That's okay. Good girl. But the only thing I'm not going to do is repeat that command over and over again. So that took her a minute to think it through. That's fine. Maggie, down. Good girl. So that's okay. Maggie, stay. Good girl. Very good girl. So with our stay, you can just start to get further away for longer periods of time. And there's always the 2 Ds, which are distance and distraction, the 2 ways to make things more challenging. Maggie, touch. This is our targeting exercise. Just a great way to get my pup position exactly where she needs to be. A great attention getting exercise as well. So targeting is also the precursor to agility training. So targeting has all sorts of great applications. Is a real fun one. Next, we're going to go over our lead it. Lead it. Good girl. So you'll notice that real retraction when she really pulls back. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Another thing to mention with the lead it is that I encourage you to work with some different items. So treats are great, but then you can also work with some toys, some stuffed animals. Give her an opportunity. Leave it. Good girl. You're so good. Perfect. That's perfect. Just to have her make a more universal response towards the item. and have her understand that regardless of whatever it is, she needs to leave it. Maggie, space. Good girl. So this is our anti-jumping exercise. So I just want about a 2-foot bubble, not about a 3-foot bubble, which is great. Maggie, space. Good girl. So whenever she's too close, we just want to be able to tell her space. She's not a big jumper, which is great. If she gets in the mode where she wants to jump on you, as soon as she starts approaching, then I like to use it as a preventative measure rather than once a dog is already up on me. But you notice that I did one from behind, one from the front, so you really just want to be able to have this bubble around yourself. So Maggie, space. You're amazing. Very good. Very good, my sweet. So that is perfect. So lastly, what we're going to do is get our little cutie leashed up here and go over our loose leash walking. So so most importantly, we just want our leash to stay slack when we're working with her on this exercise. So step one, I'm just going to give her treats for hanging out right by the side of my leg so that she understands this is where the good stuff happens. And she'll be encouraged to continue to do that. And if you'll notice here, I'm just kind of circling on her. And what she's learning there is that she has to continue to follow being right by my side regardless of wherever I go. But it's a relatively easy rendition. Then I'm going to take a step this way. She hits that spot. Then I'm going to take a step this way. She hits that spot. Then I'm going to take a couple steps this way. She hits that spot. Very good. Then we just can start meandering around and introducing more and more paces. So we just go 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, and having her go exactly where we need her to go. So that is perfect. Very, very good. So if she were to get out ahead of me, then I'll simply call her name and say Maggie. You could also do a touch and get her back to this position. And then if she were to head off in the wrong direction again, then I would simply change direction. So if she was out ahead of me here, then I would go Maggie. I just head off in the opposite way and give her an opportunity to follow up from behind so that she realizes that she's not leading the dance and that she needs to follow after me. Very good. Good girl. So again, I'll just reiterate that you did good, you do so good. You can always increase the difficulty with distance and distractions, just doing things from further away and continuing to work in various environments to make things more challenging. So that is touch. The way to make things harder for her. Maggie, touch. Oh, okay. We're having a moment. Another thing is that anytime that our pup is having a difficult time, you can always just decrease the difficulty rather. Touch. Good girl. So in there, right there, rather than getting frustrated with a targeting exercise, just get real close to her face and inch away from her face. She comes up and sniffs it, gives you a bump, and give her that opportunity. So she is a great little girl, and we will see you guys shortly.